This band will melt your face off, or maybe not, but you should have a good time listening to them because they are one of those bands that does not fit into one specific box. On the surface, they are a New York hardcore band, but they do enough with their sound so that they don't just sound like a typical hardcore band. They also have a metal edge, and they can even be thrashy at times. The name of the band is Age of Apocalypse. They're from New York. They formed in 2018. Their current label is Closed Casket Activities. The new album is called In Oblivion. It was released on May 23rd, 2025. It's the follow-up to their 2022 album called Grim Wisdom. I'll be honest with you all, I just discovered this band, so I haven't had a chance to listen to the first album. I just happened to listen to this album, In Oblivion, and I decided I have to give it a review because it's a fun, quick and easy, very heavy album. The band has 5 members with 1 vocalist, 2 guitarists, bass and drums. The album has 10 tracks. It's a fairly short album. It's 27 minutes long. Songs are about 2 minutes, give or take. So it's one of those albums that doesn't waste any time. It's the perfect when you need that short burst of energy. Opening track is Mortal Coil. This one has a slow and eerie opening. So when you first put on the album, you don't know what to expect. But then they hit you with these heavy metal style guitar riffs. It's cool because it went against what I was expecting to hear, as I thought it was a hardcore band. But don't worry, as they go into more of a hardcore sound towards the middle of the song, and they have some cool chugging guitars and some angry vocals. Song goes back and forth between the angry and aggressive sections and the more melodic and atmospheric parts. So as you can see, they are willing to do things on their own terms. It becomes apparent towards the second half of the song when they do some of these Metallica style guitar chugs that will have you headbanging. The machine gun riffs come at you like John Rambo, and then the song also has some twists and turns. I know I said the songs were short, but this was actually one of the longest ones at just under 5 minutes. After this is Maximum Suffering. This has some dark and eerie arpeggios and some heavier guitar riffs and vocals. Song goes through some tempo changes. The faster parts reminded me of a thrash band like Power Trip. Other parts have more of a heavy metal sound. Song has some cool bass parts that you can hear very well in the second half of the song, and they end by playing slow and heavy palm muted guitar riffs. Then there's Gilded Hatred. This is some fast and furious thrash metal with some angry vocals. Another one reminded me of Power Trip, but more of a melodic chorus. This band knows how to balance the aggression and the melody. It has a guest named Demonstration of Power, which is a Scottish hardcore band. I like the song. It's short. They pack a lot into it. I like the heavy palm muted riffs that they bring in towards the end of the song. Then there's the title track. This one had a different sound. It sounded like some traditional heavy metal with vocals that reminded me of the band Volbeat. Has some cool guitar riffs with these Dimebag Darrell style guitar riffs, and in addition, lots of chunky guitars, big vocals, and powerful drum beats. They also do some interesting spoken vocals at the end of the song, and they do some guitar harmonics. Then there's a song Equalizer, sounding more like traditional hardcore. So there are times when they sound like the genre they are labeled as, but also had melody and something that the band does very well. The song has a cool blazing guitar solo and some thrash metal style guitar riffs. Then there's the song Apocalypse Intro, which starts off with some acoustic guitars. It sounds like a spaghetti western thing, and has some heavy thrashy guitar riffs that sound more like melodic 90s thrash riffs, and a song that's an instrumental and it's under 2 minutes long. Next song is called Impulse, and it features High Vis, an English rock band that formed in London in 2016, which includes various hardcore punk band members. This is a hardcore song with some cool heavy metal style guitar riffs. They include those guitar harmonics. Vocals are very angry, they're singing, they're shouting, and the band knows how to balance 2 vocal styles. Next is Snake Oil God featuring Colin Young and Twitching Tongues, which is an American heavy metal band from California, founded in 2009. It starts off like a typical 80s thrash metal song. Starts to sound more like a power trip style modern thrash with hardcore and thrash. They do some gang vocals that makes it lean into their hardcore roots, but they also do some weird chanting style vocals, so there's also that. The penultimate song is Symbol of Mourning. This has an old school hardcore sound with some modern thrash. What's cool is that they slow it down, they speed up the tempos, and it keeps the song interesting. They also do some of those gang vocals. Towards the end of the song, they play some melodic guitar solos and some heavy and chunky riffs with melodic vocals. And the last song is called Over Mine. Sounds like a thrash ballad from the 90s. It has clean guitars, melodic vocals. The song builds up and incorporates some heavy chugging guitars. But the song maintains that emotional tone and sticks to that classic ballad format. There are parts where you just hear clean guitar chords and softer singing, and other parts where the guitars get much heavier. This was also one of the longer songs at just under 4 minutes. Then the song kind of has an abrupt ending, and then the album is over. So overall, it's a pretty cool album. They pack a lot into a short runtime, so it's a good album to listen to when you want something quick and heavy. There's lots of highs, lots of lows, lots of tempo changes, lots of melodic parts, heavy parts, aggressive thrash and hardcore, and traditional heavy metal. So if you like aggressive vocals, like that screaming vocals, but you also like guitar riffs, but you like clean singing, and you like melodic pop songs with hooks, and they kind of like incorporate all of that stuff and they mix it all together. So I liked the album. That's why I decided to review it. My score is an 8 out of 10. Let me know in the comments if you are a fan of this band. I just discovered them by chance. I've never listened to them before, but after the first listen, I decided that this is the album that I'm going to review. So that is all. Check out this video right here. I'll put something related or a recent review that I did. Thanks for watching. Please give the video a like. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Please subscribe if you're not already. I do rock and metal reviews, rankings, and more. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.